How were maps first drawn? This is a question that has a pretty simple answer. It's also a question that I get asked a lot, so I finally decided to make a video about it. If you love uncovering the past, like we do, hit subscribe and join us on this timeless journey. The very first maps were drawn by people who had absolutely no idea that they were making maps. I'm talking about cavemen. These early humans would draw pictures of the world around them on cave walls, and sometimes they would even include symbols for things like mountains or bodies of water. But these drawings weren't very accurate, and they weren't really meant to be used as maps. They were just art. The first true map that we know of was the Babylonian world map, which was made around 1000 BC. It was a clay tablet that showed the world as a flat disk surrounded by a wall of mountains. The Babylonians believed that the earth was a flat disk, so that's how they drew it. Of course, we now know that the earth is a sphere. But it's still kind of cool that they tried to represent the world as accurately as they could based on what they knew. For centuries, maps were mostly used by sailors and explorers because they needed them to navigate the oceans. Most people didn't need to use maps because they just stayed in one place their whole lives. However, this all changed when a man named Gerardus Mercator created a new type of map in the 16th century. This map, which is now known as a Mercator map, is the one that we use today. It's the map that you probably looking at right now if you in a classroom or an office. It's also the map that's used on most phones and GPS devices. But why is it a Mercator map? Well, it's because it's the best map for world domination. Okay, I'm just kidding. It's not actually the best for world domination. It's just the best for sailors, because it makes it really easy to see the entire world at a glance. That's why all the maps that we use today are Mercator maps, except for some special ones that are used by geographers and cartographers. Oh, and by the way, before I forget, now back to the video. Most of the maps that we use today are made with the help of satellites and computers, but they couldn't have been made without the work of the very first map makers. These men and women spent years sailing around the world, exploring new lands and charting the unknown waters. They faced many dangers, including pirates, storms, and disease, but they did it anyway because they wanted to map the world. Their maps helped future explorers find their way around the globe, and they also helped us learn about other cultures and countries. The first map makers were some of the bravest and most adventurous people who ever lived. Today we take maps for granted. We use them every day without even thinking about it. But we should remember that it was too long ago that maps were being made by hand, and that the world was a much scarier place without them.
Thanks for watching.